It's NFL Draft Bible Player Spotlight. Trey Dickerson, Emporia State. First off, it's a privilege to have you here, but how do you feel about this event, being invited to it? What's your impersonation of the whole thing?
I mean, just to be here right now is a blessing for me to have an opportunity to play one more game and to showcase myself against a lot of good talent and showcase myself to work myself to my dreams.
How do you get ready for something like this? Because it's not exactly what your football doing. I mean, there's going to be a lot of drills. You're going against one-on-ones, best on best. You do anything different for your prep or training?
No, I started my pro day training about 2 weeks ago, and I went on with that, and I didn't really change up any of my resume. I slowed down a little bit last week, but I hit a lot of footwork in this past week to maybe get my feedback on the field, because it's been about, I would say, a month since I've actually played in the game. So just getting my feet back wet on the field and getting used to the movements. It's not too much you could do being so short notice.
Yeah, it is. Where are you training and who with?
Right now I'm in Kansas City, Joseph Potts. Guy's a great trainer. He's going to get me ready for my pro day. Good guy.
How did your senior season, how you feel it went, and what kind of prep? Did you change anything approaching your last year from junior and sophomore, or was it just ball to ball?
Junior to senior year, I told myself I want to be the best version of me, and I trained hard every day. I mean, I was going as hard as possible. I was doing 2 workouts a day. I was doing a lot of different stuff that I wasn't doing my junior and sophomore year. So my thing was I wanted to be the best version of me, and I think I accomplished that and did everything I could for my senior year to get me to where I'm at now and to have all the accomplishments I did have coming out of college.
Did you change your diet at all? Do you change your food up at all? Because I always say that's important for training.
Actually, I did. I cut out a lot of pork, and I started eating a lot of more organic stuff, and I lost a lot of body fat doing that. And I learned a lot about my body doing that as well, and learning what I can eat and what's good for my body as far as what's going to do good for me in training and gaining weight and keeping up, maintaining good speed, especially at my position, which is very important.
It's such a difference maker. I don't think a lot of people realize, but when you're at this level, it's all about cutting the edges. It's the finer points that's going to make the difference.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to worry about the small things. Everything, that's the only thing that matters. It's a lot of different things you could do as far as training and stuff, but the small things just really matters.
Now, who would you say over your college career was your best opponent? What was the guy that gave you the best matchup? Maybe lost a little sleep over?
Oh, man. I don't want to name a certain player because I can't think of one on the top of the head, but I would say Northwest Missouri. It's the only team that beat us in the past 2 years. I mean, we went, I think, 22-4, and they won a national championship back-to-back, and that's the only team we lost to. So I would say them as an opponent, that really itches my neck to think about them.
To this day?
Yeah, to this day.
If you could shout out a coach right now that has helped turn you into the player that stands before me today, what coach would it be, and what would you tell him?
Coach Oscar Rodriguez. He coming into college, I was running back and switched over to corner, and he put it in my head that I could really play corner, and he gave me the mentality. He gave me the template and what I needed to do to play corner, and I would tell him I appreciate you, and you're a great coach. You're a good man as far as coaching, and you're a heck of a mentor as well.
He found a spot for you that fits like a glove.
Yes, sir. That's what they call me, the glove.
What is the most challenging aspect of corner for you? Is it the bigger wide receiver that you got to get up on and press, or is the Deshaun Jackson, the burner types that you got to come out and run with?
I would say, I mean, you go against those shifty guys. It's just you got to play different on both of them. Playing corner is just different techniques. If you're playing against a shifty guy, you got to be patient on him, and you got to stay over the top of him, because if you get over the top of it, it's over. But if you do that with a bigger guy, he'll get up on you, throw you off your track, and so it's just different techniques. I couldn't say which one's harder. They're both hard. Yeah. A small guy or a shifty guy or a big guy. So.
What are some of the things you're going to be working off this off season, even after this event, refining your game and fine-tuning things?
Oh, I'm going to be focused on the speed in general. That's a big part of your game, especially going into your pro day. They want to see you run that good 40, and just sharpen up my technique and worrying about getting a little bit bigger, putting on a little more weight for bigger talent.
10 years removed, you've had a successful NFL career. What are you looking at doing after football? Do you have any plans outside the painted lines?
Yeah, well, I'm into recreation. I grew up going to Boys and Girls Club, being outdoors, doing outdoor stuff like that. So I plan on giving back to the recreational field and doing a lot of different stuff like that as far as camps, events, just giving back to the people that made me to where I am today.
If you could say one thing, I did what at the College Gridiron Showcase after this week's said and done?
I did great. I did what I was supposed to. I did what I came in to do, and I accomplished my goals coming in.
All right, thank you, Trey. Trey Dickerson, Emporia State, College Gridiron Showcase.